is right on the draw.
Feeling fly now, like you owe me.
Okay.
Another standalone.
Another
Another
standalone, another
Eh?
banker.
stand alone. Okay, for Brentford Brighton, we all got it wrong. Aki and Joseph predicted a Brentford win, I guess, because of how Brentford treated Arsenal, but they got that wrong. Myself and Michael predicted a draw. Brighton always surprises, and they did surprise everyone today. The biggest, maybe not a surprise anyway. Chelsea Burnley, maybe it's not a surprise. Everybody predicted a Chelsea win, and that was a draw. That's it. So we'll talk about that in a few minutes. And West Ham Bournemouth is going on right now, and Aki predicted a draw. Myself and Joseph predicted a West Ham win, and Michael predicted a Bournemouth win. So we'll see how that goes. So I think the biggest talking point is, I guess, the Villa Leeds game. Maybe it's not so big. We'll start with the game where everybody got it wrong. We can still call it a big game. Chelsea's a big team that played Burnley that's relegated, and that was a draw.
Nobody has relegated yet. Though. If they all win all their games, they are not relegating.
Oh, so I thought Burnley is gone. Check. Burnley is gone.
Nobody has relegated officially yet. Like Burnley can even still finish 6th.
Let me check. So Burnley has.
Oh yeah, you're right. No one has officially relegated.
If they win all their games, they can finish.
Or mathematically, yes.
Mathematically, nobody has relegated yet.
Okay. Well, I think
spiritually we know that it's going to be hard for Burnley and Wolves. But physically,
just like spiritually, we know Tosin is giving us problem in Chelsea.
So that's what we're about to talk about today. I watched the game, and it was I would say it was a poor first half. We scored 1 goal and we relaxed, and I was watching the game with Joseph as usual, and Joseph made a very on football like take. Joseph said the reason we considered the goal was because of Tosin singled out a player. We considered from a set.
No, that's not what I said.
I'll give you your chance. For those who didn't watch the game, we considered from a set piece, and we've all been watching football for quite some time. I can say for over a decade. And Joseph said that the reason we drew that game was because of Tosin. So now I said, okay, I don't know why you would say one person is the reason for the results, especially when the goal was from a set piece. So Joseph has some stats telling us about Tosin's.
No, I didn't say it was the one reason. What I'm saying is, every time the guy plays or he comes on, he kind of brings bad luck to the team. He's a defender. He came on. He's supposed to be an experienced defender. If you watch the replay of that free kick, that corner, we considered that goal due to lack of organization. There was no one that was commanding them and telling them, directing them. I don't know, maybe when Tosin comes on, Chalobah abdicates that responsibility to him, or he's not the same player. But for some reason, when Chalobah and Tosin play together, it just doesn't gel. When Chalobah and Fofana plays well, there's more organization in that team. That goal we considered was just down to lack of organization. Like, okay, Tosin is there. Tosin is telling Santos, oh, stay with your man, stay with your man. I'm not saying that. And he's supposed to be the experienced defender. He's like the oldest there. He didn't bring that leadership onto the team. He never does. So that's my point, that he brings bad luck to the team.
But quick question.
You can disagree with it, but it is something that actually exists. So it's like Arsenal, when Saliba plays, Arsenal wins 60% of their games. When he doesn't, Arsenal's win percentage drops to 40%. Even though everybody agrees that Gabriel is the better defender. But there's something Saliba does to the team. You may not see it to the naked eyes, but there's something he's doing. And Tosin is just not it. There's too many games, errors, mistakes.
Okay, hold on, Aki, I'll let you speak. But when you say too many games, errors, mistakes, we need to back it with stats. So what error did Tosin make today? Please, can you highlight the error Tosin made today? When you say too many errors, mistakes. So today's game, that's the closest memory before memory will fail us. Please, can you highlight the error Tosin made today? Was it the one that there's a set piece goal? You have to look at, when there's a set piece goal, you have to look at what caused the set piece goal. The reason for that set piece goal was pressure from Burnley. And why was there pressure from Burnley? Fofana got a red card. Like, so when you are talking about a set piece goal, you have to understand that when a team concedes from a corner, it's based on the defensive structure. You have to look at who was the player who gave away that corner. You look at that first. So if you tell me that's Tosin, okay, we can say okay, Tosin's fault. Then the setup and marking when we're now trying to defend that corner, what was the setup like? Was Tosin at the crime scene? And then the goalkeeper's position, everybody is praising Arsenal for their corners and this. Everybody, all the goalkeeper should start looking at Raya's positioning when they are taking a corner. And then, so how, when you are saying errors, how did Tosin cause today's conceding? Maybe Akin needs to speak.
No, when I'm saying the errors, I'm talking about in general, not specific.
No. Let's stick to today's game, please.
No, he didn't make an error today. I mean,
So that we don't start blaming Tosin. Chelsea this season so far, their XG from set pieces conceded. And I'll tell you, no.
Forget XG.
Wait, let me finish.
Speak, please.
XG from set pieces is 36.5. The goals Chelsea have conceded from the Premier League this season is 30 goals. Conceded.
Do you need us to interpret that for you, Joseph? So most of our goals come from set pieces.
So what I'm saying is that Chelsea is terrible at defending set pieces. As good as Chelsea is good at scoring set pieces based on stats, Chelsea defending set pieces is not good.
Are we even good at scoring set pieces?
But when Fofana
second to Arsenal and Man U.
You couldn't score one. When you had how many and they scored it?
Unless I'm reading these stats wrong, what it's just saying is that Chelsea is terrible from set pieces because out of the top 6 teams, Chelsea has the worst stats with defending set pieces. And that is not a Tosin problem, that's a coach problem.
So have you been schooled now, Joseph?
That's a personnel problem.
It's a personnel, it's a coaching problem because the coach.
Okay, do you have the numbers when Fofana and Chalobah are playing?
But that's
just difficult to have.
Look at this.
The problem is that for a long time, Tosin has become the bad egg. He's always on the scene of the crime kind of player now, that whenever something bad happens, usually Tosin is there or close by. Tosin escaped a red card today. I think because he was last man, but it wasn't goal scoring opportunity.
No, that was Chalobah. I think that was Chalobah.
No, Tosin. That was not a red card. That was
last one though. He was foul.
That was a foul.
It was not a foul. I watched it over and over. It was not a foul.
There was no difference between that and the push that João Pedro used to win a penalty the other day against Wolves.
Because it was João Pedro was 2 hands pushing the guy.
That was very obvious foul. This one was coded foul
because it was both of them didn't have possession of the ball. That's what they look at. Yeah. Both of them didn't have possession of the control of the ball. So they were still fighting for the ball. If the striker had possession of the ball first, then Tosin now pushed him, then that can be considered a foul. But that's not a foul. I don't like Chelsea that much, but that's not a foul.
I'm always objective, regardless of being a Chelsea fan. I thought that was a foul. Even the pundits, the commentators, they looked at it a few times.
I watched it over, and that's why I watched it over and over.
Sometimes with these decisions, right, they are looking for, is the contact enough? Forget about if the contact is enough or not. If there's contact and it's a foul, regardless of where it happens. If it wasn't the last man, that ref might have given that as a free kick.
Exactly.
But so that means it's still a foul then.
So what I'm saying is the fact that the referees don't just make a unilateral decision based on this has happened.
Yeah, they look
at it first of all, the striker didn't have absolute control of the ball one, so that played on Tosin's side. First of all, the push was just a shove him away, which is
it wasn't.
50. It was shoulder. He didn't use his hands. It was more like just shoulder to push him away. If he had used his 2 hands to push the striker away, that does not help him. So that's why I'm trying to say that it wasn't a foul.
Yeah, Michael, go on. You were trying to say something.
What was my point? I don't forget my point.
Tosin.
Tosin is just. Tosin is an average defender, right? He's not a top 6 defender. That's the first problem he has. He's a very average defender. He's supposed to be the calming presence in the squad, this experienced man, the Van Dijk of the backline. But he's not.
He's played in mid-table clubs all his career. What do you expect?
Yeah, but he's not. He's not he's not quick enough. He's just average all across the board.
Average, yeah.
Please, let Michael finish.
No, that's my point. So I understand why Tosin is always at the scene of the crime because
you guys
not good enough.
He's average.
Quickly.
At Chelsea today, like, who is top class at Chelsea, please?
Josh Archipong is top class.
He's too young. He's too young
to say anything at this point because
Fofana is our only our best defender is Fofana. He's not even world class. Like he was before he came to Chelsea.
Exactly.
When he was at Leicester, he was really, really good.
These things.
But Fofana is like
okay, let's
Josh is not getting near that level.
So talent-wise, Tosin is average.
Tosin doesn't have talent.
I say it's average. The rest are talent-wise, they are promising. So
probably Josh and Sa. I don't think Chalobah is promising.
Is good. Look at that stuff.
Yeah, but you can't call it promising again. Chalobah is what, 25?
26.
It's not promising again.
Defenders really kick on between 25 and 30. Defense is experience.
It depends, Michael. It depends on the number of games they've played. If a young defender has played a lot of games, he can kick off. Saliba is still 24.
But he has played a lot of games.
That's what I'm saying. And I feel like Chalobah, Tosin, they've played enough games to have kicked off by now.
Forget Tosin now.
Chalobah was a DM before.
Do you want me to give guys an honest opinion about
Yes, we are listening to
about the game is that we didn't lose the game because of Tosin. What you simply did was you didn't draw the game because of Tosin. When you are playing those small teams, and I'm talking from what happened with Brentford and Wolves, when you are leading by one goal. When you're leading by one goal, it's like you are telling them that they are still in the game.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Telling them they are still in the game. All the Palmer missed, all the misses Chelsea missed, gave Burnley confidence that we can get something in this game.
And that's why Chelsea do this. That's a sensible and reasonable take. Any other person saying anything otherwise, it's like you don't watch football. Like we didn't do enough. We didn't knock at the door. We showed nothing. We didn't show like we wanted to win that game. Look at when Palmer was making all those misses. Yes. I was thinking Jose Mourinho would have taken him out. Why must Palmer be playing?
Yeah. And Joseph said it in the group that this will happen. When Palmer was making
like if Jose Mourinho was our coach, Palmer will not be playing. And you look at the audacity of him being upset that he was taken out. Who do you think you are? Ronaldo. They took him out and he was busy grumbling. Like
he's always grumbling now.
The superstar.
I can take a
players don't like giving the pitch.
Let him take a rest today. Like he didn't do well, and we didn't create.
I mean, that was why
of our chances.
That was why Chelsea drew this game.
I was saying is that we scored very early. That early goal kind of ruined the game for Chelsea because they now relax and just time and we go win this game. This game is very easy now. This is an easy game now. We'll just not ball around.
When did Fofana get the first yellow, or was it a straight red?
It was 2 yellows.
But when did he get the first one? I can't remember either.
I can't remember the first one. But it was 2 yellows for sure. I saw a yellow and a red. For the second one, and that was a real yellow. That was a pure yellow.
Oh yeah, that was a yellow. There's no doubt it could have even been a red save.
Yeah, Michael. First of all, Michael, do you think that is our coach's subs affected the game? All of his subs. I think the first sub. I don't know if his first sub was before the red card, but was to take out. When he brought on Tosin first, so he took out Palmer. Yes, so I don't know. He took out one of the creative players and brought on Tosin, and then he took out Gusto for Ato and took out James and brought on Archipong. So how do you think the subs impacted the game, or how did they influence them?
It's the red card, right? He did what he had to do. It was a red card. He wanted to show up the defense because you lose a center. He lost a center back, so he needed to show up the defense back, replace that center back in the team. So he did what he had to do. I don't think the subs were a problem. I I don't think the subs. I just think the way the game was going, Chelsea were not aggressive. That's not champions' behavior. Like, I cannot imagine who will I think of now. A
Champion.
Fergie team, this team, there's a 1-0 lead. You keep hammering until you get two. When you get three, that's when you now relax. Like, yeah, I've won the game. Let's start knocking ball around. But Chelsea just like 40 minutes, first chance, go. Just calm down. They just calm down. Like Palmer will be missing and be smiling. No, nah, bro. If it was serious 0-0 or we were losing 1-0 at that time, he will not be smiling like that now. So they just his mentality thing, his mentality that made us lose. Draw this game. I know it feels like a loss, but it feels like a loss, but it's mentality. It's not really subs, it's not really tossing, it's just mentality.
Akin, wait. Joseph will come to you. Akin, please go ahead.
So I agree as well to that. It's not the subs. Like I said earlier on, like if when you're playing these small teams, first of all, the quality in the Premier League right now is not like in the 90s or the early 2000s. As terrible as Wolves is, or Burnley is, or West Ham is, they have decent players that on a good day, they can make life hard for you. On a good day, Leeds have drawn Wolves. What's it called? Wolves can go and draw Arsenal, can draw Man City. A Leeds can draw Liverpool. In the 90s, 2000s, those are games that even if you don't play well, you will win 2-0 in those days. Also now, small teams are not afraid to play big teams anymore. The gap between the worst team and the best teams is closer in the Premier League than in the other leagues. So when you're playing the small teams, you have to play your A game every weekend. There's no game now that you play and say, we didn't really play at top notch. There's no game now. That's one. And that's why when Chelsea was missing those chances in the first half, you should know that the quality of coaches too in this Premier League is high. They would adjust to that, to what is creating those chances. And that's why in the second half, Chelsea started creating less chances, even before the red card. The game was more open for Chelsea in the first half than the second half before the red card. Once Chelsea got that red card, it's literally telling Burnley that you can get a point in this game or even win this game. And the way they came out aggressively, I remember Joseph saying that the game has changed. They were getting the balls quickly as forward as possible, trying to even pass 1-2 pass inside the box of Chelsea. So I think it's the quality in the Premier League has gone up even for small teams. And also, when you play these teams, you have to kill the game as early as possible. There's no waiting for, even these days now, learning from the trauma on Wednesday, 2-0 is not even enough now to even say you have killed the game. when you are still leading at 2-0, you still have to be playing like your life depends on it.
Be the baseline now to kill the game.
Because also look at the Man City Tottenham game, 2-0, 2-2. Like now, even leading 2-0 now is not a guarantee of anything. Even Chelsea West Ham is like at 2-0 you cannot rest.
Yeah.
I mean,
1-0 you don't even have rest.
Chelsea leads.
I mean, Arsenal's own is self-inflicted.
No, I'm just explaining. I'm just saying that like the way the league before, you see those small teams before would have even agreed that they have lost the game. They said we'll stop playing. They will just be playing for the game to end. Now they play like we can get something in this game at every game. Because look at how West Ham played Chelsea. Look at how West Ham was in Man U. Look at how Wolves, Leeds. These teams have gotten points from big teams, even despite that their relegation is almost guaranteed. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not like they would, because if they were not trying to score Arsenal, they won't be crossing the ball into the Arsenal box and trying to win the game. And that's my own. The Serie A is not like that. There are games that Real Madrid will play without even playing well, and they will still win 3-0.
That's true.
But valid point. Yeah, Joseph, go ahead.
I think today is his first mistake. I don't want to be too hard on him. But he made some mistakes today. He made too many defensive changes in such a short period of time. There was no reason to bring on two defenders at the time he did. At the end of the day, your attackers are still your best form of defense. If they are up front, At the end of the day, what's the best way to defend? It's by keeping the ball away from your goalpost. Who are the players that are more equipped to do that? Your offensive players. You bring Achepong, you bring on Sa. They are defenders. They are just going to stay in the box. So him taking off Neto, taking off James. James not too bad, but Neto, you needed Neto. Like when you took off Neto, there was no ball runner. There was nobody that could hold the ball again. Is it Enzo? Enzo is slow naturally. Then Caicedo, there's no one that can. There's no ball carrier anymore in the team. And you are one man down. How can you not have a ball carrier who is supposed to relieve the pressure on the counter? So he made some mistakes there. This is probably the first game I'll say he made some mistakes. So I'm not going to be too hard. I hope he learns from it. And the next time.
My challenge with us as fans is we only see mistakes when the results don't go.
But we both agreed when the game was going on.
So I'm going to say it. We say it's a mistake. When it was taken, because every time this guy has made subs, we've called it super sub. Why? Because it has worked. So
I haven't called it super subs.
Oh, you haven't called it.
No. Okay, so let's use the word. When it's made attacking substitutions, it has worked. Now today, it made defensive.
Exactly. But I know that when he was bringing on Chill, can I say something? Not Tosin. Because of the bias against Tosin, of course, my first reaction was why Tosin? Like, yeah, I could. But again, I look at the bench. In terms of Sa just came from where he's coming from. I don't know if Sa has done enough. Sa has played one game. Don't know if he has done enough to be the one to come and replace a centre back when we are one man down. So this is me also trying to think like the coach and like, okay, so can Sa fill in that position? Maybe, maybe not. We don't know. Then my only confusion was why take away, and I said it to you, like, why take away James? Like, James is, in terms of experience, in terms of who wants to win this game the most out of those 11 players, James, like, is a natural leader. But you say, like, we know James, maybe he has pulled hamstring. Playing 10 men, playing 11 men. Like, James is now having to do jobs of 2 people. So, again, I didn't understand that substitution, like him taking away James Neto. We said maybe we'll hear from his post-match. So I kind of agree with you that, he shouldn't have made those changes. But let's remember that if we won that game, we as fans were like, oh wow, he was smart, he did something good.
No.
The reason why I'm being lenient with him, this call from open play was a set piece. Like
no. Wait.
These goals are like, it's kind of unless they're Arsenal, like
Well, he brought in all those defenders because he also identified that the set piece was going to be the threat. I knew that if Burnley were going to score, it was going to be from a set piece.
So now so he brought all those defenders to mitigate that. So is it his fault?
Yes, but he brought too many at the same time. There was no need. You could have stayed. You could have
put them on. How does it affect?
It affects when you bring in 2 defenders into a game at any point. The defenders will not know where to position or where to stay. Sometimes
I think you should. Aki is a professional.
No. Sometimes after you make those changes, you will notice that coaches will now give a note to the players that, okay, this is where this person is going to play, because it's not even something that they planned for in the dressing room when he's making all those changes. So there's a bit of confusion. It is normal. You don't.
Unless I'm wrong, or unless I think as a professional footballer, defending a set piece is basically pick a man and mark a man.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. It's a combination of man marking, zonal marking. No, it's not.
I don't think you need a note from your coach when they've given somebody else score.
Set piece is a technique in its own right.
Listen, let's just keep quiet and listen to Tunde. Based on corner, they are the experts, so they are the ones that I'm going to mute now and listen to Tunde.
Set piece is a technique in his own right. That
scoring or defending it,
even both defending and scoring it.
But don't you plan for that before the game?
So the thing is, so what I'm saying is like, so you have to think about it like, so defending set piece is a case of where the ball come to. So for example, Arsenal started playing set piece now to the near post. Someone flicks it to the middle post. That person still flicks it again. That's the plan. So they get the first one. So when you have that, what happens is that you know that they might flick the ball. So the person they will flick it to will move to the outside side of the post. one defender must follow that person. Now, if they don't flick it, that defender is shot in the middle. Now, Arsenal can go far post as well too, such that. So what I'm saying is that you have to learn how to. So some teams go man marking.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
How do you know this? How do you know this? What Arsenal does?
Because I watched games. So I watched. No. So what I'm going to say, so to defend it, what happens is that some teams go, you know what, we go zonal marking. Mm-hmm. Some things will go like we go one-on-one marking. Some will be like, you know what, we leave them free, then we attack the ball. When I'm saying that the way you defend set piece is like you are defending a whole game. Like you are defending against an attack itself.
So if you are coaching a team like Chelsea, shouldn't you plan for all scenarios with all your players? So when you are training during the week, are you training with only Tosin and Fofana, or you are training with all of the players?
So the thing is, so you now have players that know how to do it better. So for Arsenal, for example, if we have Gabriel and Saliba in the middle, and Timber, we have a similar chance of conceding set piece goals because Gabriel goes for the ball first. So now, when you don't have a bully like that can do that, Arsenal does not have a bully that can do that, then we know that defending set piece with that, we are short because anybody else will go, they might be afraid that they might be eating the air. So even if you practice for it, you still need the personnel to be able to execute it very well. Our set piece goal scoring reduced when Gabriel got injured. It was not a
Okay, let's talk about coaching the game now. Like for coaches, as a professional coach, don't you plan for? And then when you are bringing on players as subs, I want to believe that you are bringing them on because of what you are foreseeing. Like, so you are saying he brought on those defenders because he envisaged that Burnley was going to score through set pieces. The worst defenders of set pieces seem to come.
Not that. So like Chelsea went to a 4-4-1.
Good process.
Chelsea went to a 4-4-1 after that red card, and also too when he gave Tosin a paper. And I felt that when they came on board, when he came on that 4-4-1, he saw that maybe their setup Burnley was getting more advantage, and that was why I made the second substitution, which I felt he should have calmed down a bit because you just brought in Tosin. Tosin said has not even calmed down in the defense.
Exactly.
They are making another 2 subs again. Those ones 2 now. Tosin that has not even settled in. Now has to now settle in with another 2 again. Then after that one, he now brought in another person again, all within 8 minutes. I felt that was too quick. Defense doesn't settle in quickly like that because they now have to understand the rhythm. It takes a while. So I felt that
plain. I agree with you.
Even so, the thing is, even with set piece,
that those guys, if they were if they were professional,
set pieces
professionals. So those guys on a normal day, they need the coach spoon feeding to defend a set piece. Come on,
that's why they are set piece coaches now. Everybody is employing set piece coach.
Have not done their job properly because
I don't even know if Chelsea has a set piece coach.
We have a set piece coach, but also
set piece coach is good if we are
see, look, we watch football. In football, they always say the worst time to make a substitution is before a set piece corner.
You don't make it before.
You wait.
You make the sub right before the set piece.
But the goal came maybe like a minute or 2 after those substitutions. The reason is what I'm trying to say is the reason that exists is because making those changes before a free kick or corner, it always disorganizes the team. That same principle also applies when you are making too many defensive changes in a game. It's just going to disorganize the team.
Okay, so Liam got it wrong today.
Go back to what I said. I still think it's a personnel problem. Because look at what he said about Gabriel. People have tall, aggressive defenders that defend your set pieces. Our aggressive players are Cucurella, Caicedo, James, and Fofana. Those are really our only real aggressive.
And then we
the question
short player.
Was Arsenal that made those changes today?
No, Arsenal will not make those changes.
Sheyi
Arteta. He will not.
Arteta already believes now, even if a defender loses red card, he move one midfielder, move an attacker, put a defender. He believes that you're defensive enough.
Let me give you a simple example of how this thing works. Against Wolves, if Calaferi first touch on the ball was trying to clear the ball off the line, it just came on. It just came on because Trossard had to go out because of concussion. He just came on. He has not even settled in. The next thing was he's clearing the ball off the line. So when you don't settle in like that, because when the defense, you don't change. The thing with defense is there is a rhythm. It's rhythm with your partners. When that rhythm is distorted, maybe by a substitution, maybe by injury, or maybe someone is out of place, the defense is literally in trouble. And that's why, like Joseph always says, play two center backs together, play a stable defense line so that they understand each other over time. Don't keep on this chopping and changing, does not help the defense. And that's the truth.
I think at Chelsea safe, we are thinking Tosin is that Gabriel, that tall guy, for some weird reason that is going to go out. How often do you see Tosin win headers?
Tosin is a Lagos.
He's the shortest, tallest defender at Chelsea.
Nobody knows Tosin. I just don't know why he brought him on. I don't know why.
Tosin is a Lagos boy. Don't
He's the best defender on the bench now.
Which is quite puzzling because Sarr played with Rosinho at Strasbourg. Santos is getting games because he played with Rosinho. So why?
You cannot say French League and Premier League.
I guess Rosinho still rates Tosin. Maybe that's what it is. That's probably what it is.
His experience. If a manager is Tosin, I will bring it too.
You.
Yes, he's the experienced defender. He's the experienced Premier League defender on the bench. Strasbourg, French League and Premier League is.
This guy has been making these errors all season, and you are saying he's the experience.
He is. I feel that, like, if it's a constant thing, it's not Tosin problem. It's a personnel and a coaching problem.
No problem, in my opinion.
How we blame Tosin, but
yes, you can.
Like
okay. What if he brings?
Tunde, let me tell you. Tunde, let me tell you something, right? When this kind of situation, Tunde, when this kind of situation happens at Arsenal, right? You know what Arteta does? He will blame that player and he will stop playing that player.
You won't blame him publicly, though. You stop playing
him. Not saying it publicly.
When I'm saying blame the player, I'm not saying you should blame him. I'm not saying you should blame him publicly. But he will stop playing that player because he doesn't trust that player, and that player will know. The list is long. Zinchenko. What happened with Zinchenko? Tierney, Lewis Kelly, to the extent that he had to buy 2 left backs. He bought Nkape and Calafiori to address that position. Unfortunately, we don't have that luxury at Chelsea because Bowley and Co still decide how our transfers go. But at this point, if Tosin is not good enough, let him just be on the bench.
He was on the bench today now. It's because of
No, he should be the last player that you should call. Like, no, because when I think about our decisions sometimes, okay, you bring Sarr from Strasbourg, he's doing well in Strasbourg now. You bring him, you're not playing him. Like, footballers only improve from playing.
So what should today's game now, instead of Tosin, they should have brought on Sarr?
I said it during that time now, Sheyi. I said it. I said Sarr played well in the AFCON final and the semi-finals. Sarr came on for his first... No, this AFCON was very intensive. This AFCON... this AFCON was very intensive. We all watched the games. We said it.
Yeah.
Because he played against Morocco. Morocco were playing like a European team. When that boy came on in the AFCON from the semi-finals, he didn't concede again.
Those are different.
Let's see red card now. Let's see what starts in the
He's going to start with Tosin, obviously. He will. That's why he brought him on, so that he can start building the rhythm. I'm very sure. I can bet he's going to start with Tosin.
Who are we playing next?
God. Now, I need to change my prediction for that. Okay, we haven't done it.
You're playing Arsenal next.
Yeah, it's Arsenal win. 3 points.
It's totally that started like
Yeah, Arsenal are going to win that game comfortably, easily.
That was never in doubt.
You will not play Sarr in that game.
We're playing Arsenal next.
Yeah, I can't believe we are playing Arsenal.
Because we're playing Arsenal next.
I don't even want to think
and then you take your coffee. What does that?
I have to, you need some energy.
No.
I don't think it's a Tosin problem. I don't think so.
I really don't.
The reality, Chelsea fans know this. The squad Chelsea have right now, the best the squad can offer is a 3rd position in the Premier League.
3rd?
I mean, the current squad you have. I mean, like, if they've played, I mean, the best is 3rd. I mean, like, that's the best if everybody else is playing nonsense. And based on player to player, you don't have a better squad than Liverpool. So,
sure.
Liverpool has a much better squad. So
But
if
they have a
Liverpool
much
comes
better
back,
first 11.
what's
They
it?
have a much better. I said they have a much better first 11.
They
Yeah,
have a
first
Liverpool,
11.
Liverpool, yeah, first
they
11.
have a better
I think
squad. They have a better first
There's
11.
nobody in Chelsea team right now that gets into Liverpool's first 11
Kai
that's what I'm
said.
saying. No, they have a better first 11. Man City has a better
Caicedo,
first 11.
over Gravenberch.
obviously.
No,
Caicedo, Cucurella.
Caicedo and Gravenberch.
I
Yes,
mean,
Caicedo gets in over Gravenberch.
Caicedo for sure now.
Ah,
I don't
Caicedo
think so. I'm saying
100%.
and Cucurella.
For the way Liverpool plays,
Backers.
Cucurella over Keke for sure
yeah,
now.
Cucurella over
Cucurella.
Kekes.
Ah,
Cucurella over Kekes, yeah.
James gets in. They don't even have a right
James,
back.
James
But
gets
as
in the
I was
right
James
Cucurella over
back.
Kekes, yeah.
gets into that team easily.
Yeah,
James
but
gets
not Caicedo. The reason I said not
Jao
Caicedo,
Pedro, Jao Pedro right now gets in over Ekitike.
no,
I don't know
Yes.
about that.
Jao Pedro is scoring. Ekitike is not.
no.
I don't. What else do you want?
So you
Ekitike
have
is
to
a
look at
better
their
player than João Pedro.
I don't need a better player. Who is scoring? Who is doing the job?
I think
Ekitike has
João
more
Pedro
goals
is a
than
better
João Pedro
player.
already.
No, he doesn't. Jao Pedro has 11 goals. Jao Pedro has more goals and he has more assists.
Okay.
Jao Pedro
João
is the
Pedro is
best
better.
striker out of all the strikers that were signed in the summer transfer window.
So
Yeah, I
okay,
agree, but I don't think Ekitike for me is a better
so
player than João
would
Pedro.
you
And I like João Pedro, man.
get a chance to get a Kitty at Chelsea over João Pedro right now?
Right now.
Yeah, would you drop João Pedro for a Kitty?
No, I will be. Why would I drop Jao Pedro if Jao Pedro is scoring?
Okay.
Because
We have four Chelsea players in that team. So maybe our problem is just really our centre
The problem
backs.
is the fact that even the Liverpool defense is not good. That even at with Chelsea,
no,
I think
Van Dijk
still gets into that defense.
Van Dijk is the problem with that team.
But even Van Dijk, Chelsea and bench all our defenders now.
Yes,
Not right now. He will bench them, but we will still be conceding goals.
yes,
We
but
will
it's better than the ones you have.
considered today, Shai would have headed that ball away.
If he's playing next to Tosin, you think he won't concede it?
Because based on the profile players,
Next to
Liverpool
Saliba,
finished
he play well.
Van Dijk, Tosin, Banashile are the same type of defenders, and Van Dijk is still better than the 12 man.
Just has to get his own drive.
Just say Uncle is just collecting this in any and I'm sad for
It's not
Uncle.
like Chelsea has plenty. I don't know the problem with Tosin. People bought the guy for free. What free things? I hope they run Bele.
In-
He was the what? He was our Thiago Silva replacement, if I
Can you
remember.
imagine? And what do we expect? Imagine going
It was
from.
free transfer. It was free transfer. Don't worry.
It's free
If it was
transfer.
20 million on it, they wouldn't have.
Yeah, and I had this conversation, and I was very bitter about the free transfer. And I kept telling me he's free, he's a good bench player, he's a
It was
full
meant to be a squad player.
No, he was meant to be a squad player, and I think he's still is okay squad player. But for some reason, they've kind of promoted him to first team, and that's the problem. And then also, if you get him for free, and the first season he plays rubbish, then sell him immediately. Sell him when you can get 15, 20 million.
He did his
Let's
job
not
for
say
a
as
squad
if
player well. That's
yeah
the
for free is bad. Thiago Silva, we got him for free, right?
Thiago is a
Remember.
legend, man.
And he became a legend at Chelsea again. So
A legend.
being free is not really a bad
We
thing.
see we didn't
And
get, and you know,
from mid-table club that his own club said did not renew the contract.
like, for obviously for a reason. But he didn't want to sign a contract. It wasn't like they didn't want to. He didn't want to sign. But we didn't even get Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva chose to come to Chelsea. He had options. We didn't do anything.
The guy still has options.
Yes, he still has options.
But you guys can go and buy Otamendi from Benfica. He'll probably be a better
I beg, leave Otamendi.
Otamendi, Pepe.
Yeah, I did not like Otamendi when he was.
No, I think if they don't want to spend money on a defender, they should just bring Rudiger back. That's all.
The guys will come
I
back
wouldn't mind Liga at Chelsea.
from Real Madrid back to Chelsea.
Yeah, he's coming back. Real Madrid want to let him go. They are not renewing his contract, and
He's not that. There's a reason why they want to let him go. He's not a good defender again.
no, that
Last 2 seasons.
no,
he's been very
he's still a good.
Good, but is it? We need the current Chelsea back.
Yes, he will improve the current Chelsea team. He's not a bad defender, but I think Madrid are planning for the future. He's already old. He's on really big wages. So why not go and get a corner?
I watched him a lot last season. He has been very poor last 2 seasons.
Not that old.
For Real Madrid, when Arsenal's defenders are 24 and 27, why are you getting 32 years old? You need to remember Konate is going to be available for free. And then if Arsenal don't win the league, they can make a run at Saliba. So there are options for them. They are thinking like that, you know. And just you have to be proactive.
Real Madrid want the Konate Saliba defense center back. They want it. They have been planting.
They can't get both of them. I don't think.
Want it like because it's more like they'll play together in the French national team.
Yeah, they'll just become
France. It's like a partnership that every club wants. So you know that when they go to national teams, it's not like they have to change how they play or something. Everybody wants that. Barcelona, Spain used that to win the World Cup, where the whole team was 7 Barcelona players.
Yeah, that's true.
So it was an easy transition. They don't have to get to know each other. Even Germany too. When Germany won the World Cup, they were majorly Bayern Munich players that was in the team. So
play with the players you already know.
You understand them. So
in terms of personnel, so what should Chelsea be looking out for in the summer window for this? Because the first thing we needed to do this last season.
We have Martinelli for sale.
No, we're talking about.
I mean, I'll take Martinelli over Garnacho.
We're talking about defenders, guys. We need defenders, and that's what Enzo was.
Konsa is at Aston Villa. It will be expensive than buying.
Okay, so Konsa, we just going
Konsa is not. Konsa is not.
Better than all the defenders you have to start with.
Yes and no. He can come to Chelsea now and be another Chaloba. Like we need I don't know about Jake. I wasn't keen on the deal, but from what I've heard, they said he's a really good ball carrying defender.
We need experienced defender.
Remember, he's young.
The problem is Chelsea don't want to buy an experienced defender. So if we are not buying an experienced defender, then let's go and buy the best young defender out there.
Arsenal has gotten to Real Madrid right now. He's not really playing excellently well. The Hudson guy from Bournemouth.
True.
Well, he's been injured for a while though. I think he just got back like 2-3 weeks ago, right? Let's go and buy Bastoni. I beg, spend that money. Buy Bastoni.
How old is Bastoni?
Players.
How old is Bastoni, by the way?
I think Bastoni is old now.
27 also.
Oh, is he? Okay.
He's 26. The thing with like
26,
it's easy to buy from Italy now because they don't have money. So
and
£50,000 per week is a lot of money. And they are in the serious. Como just beat Juventus today 2-0 in their own at Turin. These are like things that never used to happen before. That's how terrible the Italian league is right now. How terrible. Every player in Juventus now is up. You know, in the summer, the agent of Vlahovic offered Vlahovic to Arsenal. Vlahovic 3 years ago said he didn't even know. His agent did not even respond to Arsenal when Arsenal wanted to buy him. But now, Juventus, like, there's the quality on Syria right now is at those worst since I've been born. So I've been watching football.
Well, Vlahovic's issue is that Vlahovic is like one of the best players in Syria as a whole because his contract was very weird. Like, I think they added, it was 3 seasons and then he had the bonus or something that kicked on the 3rd season when he now became injured and stopped playing. So he's basically a player that is overpaid in a squad that needs to lose him. They're not even using him at all. So Vlahovic is the difference.
Even look at Chiesa, for example. Chiesa was one of the very best players in in Syria. All of a sudden, he got injured.
He was always
injured. Very high wage. He's on the bench now at Liverpool.
Is it because Slot doesn't trust him or why?
Slot doesn't trust him.
Not that he's not. So this is how I was reading an article, and this is an interesting thing, by the way, that the quality of Syria started dropping when winning became the goal, even at under 13, under 12, under 11. So at a very young age, they trained these players just to win games. So they were not developing. Talent-wise, they were not developing. It was more like, so long as you win game in like you're on that 13 game, everybody gets trophy, they celebrate. So by the time they get to under 18, U18, where it's now obvious when they now start playing against other players in Europe, the talent quality is now way behind every other person. And this is from Syria themselves, now saying that maybe they need to go back to like their youth football and take out this winning anyhow by style, because they're like games will be going on, the coach is losing and be like, you know what, just long balls, and those players just got used to not developing their own personal skills. So they're like talent-wise right now, an average Italian player in his 23, 24, 25 is not as talented as an average French footballer or Spanish footballer, English footballer at that age. Talent-wise, not even quality of how they play. Como said recently that they scouted the whole of Italy and they couldn't find a U21 player that they could sign in Como. So they could not find a young talent they can sign in Como.
So is it that they are not funding their youth leagues, or they are just like, it's just because they are focused on winning alone? So
yes, because they are focused on winning. And that's when I was coaching under 10 here. I remember I was training the boys one day like that, and I was doing 1-2 pass, 1-2 pass and move. The coach came to tell me that that's not the goal at this stage. The goal at this stage is to get them to be able to dribble and carry the ball. So I just let them dribble continuously. I'm serious. So the coach and the guy is a coach with he has a badge with the MLS. So he told me that till they are 13 years old, no football technique. Is majorly their own confidence on the ball. So what we do is that we give one person the ball. You dribble as many as you can dribble. You can dribble dribble for 15 minutes. Then I get them to do running drills. And that was at under 10, U10. And that's all they do. Then on Saturdays, they play a game. And in that game, the goal is not to even win. The goal is everybody in the team must play. So even you can be losing 2-0 and you still removing your striker for a defender because everybody must play. Everybody must play on Saturdays, whether you are losing or winning, it doesn't matter. And that was what I really learned from it. And so for me, I was trying to get them to be able to understand the game. They were like, no, they will understand the game when they're like under 15, thereabout. Now, let them be able to dribble with the ball, run with the ball, dribble, like just dribble as much as possible.
Very interesting. Just a quick FPL update. Still 0-0. Still 0-0. West Ham. Okay. I think today they said Milner played his 694th game. Yes. Yes.
I think the problem starts. Yes, he's not the highest appearances, but Gareth Barry has played like 1 season more than him in minutes. Has played at least 1 season more than him in minutes. So at the end of the day, Gareth Barry is still the Baba.
They're just bringing him on the pitch to just count.
Just counting numbers and be going. It's not really thing. I beg to calm down. He will have the stats, yes, but Gareth Barry is playing 1 more season more than him at the same age.
But they still, I guess they're expecting Milner to play next season too. I think he still has 1 more season.
Look at this way. Milner comes in to play 5 minutes. Barry was playing like 90 minutes at this stage.
No, he has way more minutes.
Like he's not playing like just count the games. No.
So,
I even predict for West Ham Bournemouth draw.
Who watched the Leeds and Villa game?
I watched it primarily in the first half, and it was Aston Villa could have. They didn't. It was end to end. That's all I can say. It was end to end. Anybody could have won that game.
What has happened to Rogers? Because I know he used to give like a lot of FPL points.
Rogers is still playing well. Aston Villa are just struggling because they don't have a big squad. They don't have depth. Their first team is tired. They don't have options. Remember, McGinn is out injured. Onana is out injured as well. Onana is back.
I think when McGinn and Kamara are injured, that's when things. Is Tillemans injured too?
No, I think Tillemans is back, but Tillemans was injured for a while as well. But McGinn
is like the real player. That when Kamara leaves, the team kind of loses its way a bit.
The thing with Villa is that last season as well too, they were until they dropped off. When it gets to the end of the season, they get tired. There's like fatigue, which happens everywhere. If you have a big squad, you can address that. You can address that. Also, too, as well, to some clubs like Man City, that was one of Man City's biggest strengths. Man City plays the first half of the season on a very relatively less tempo. That's where they lose most of their points. Second half of the season, they play like they are mad. So and I see the tempo goes up. And it's like, I'm just saying that's how Pep. So it's like the beginning of the season, it keeps his player fresh.
For the second half of the season. Beginning of the season.
That's what it was like. So, And
Same
also, too, I
11.
used to follow the average. I used to follow the average number of minutes that players play. Man City players don't play more than average, maybe like 27 games average this season.
Oh wow.
Minutes. They don't, except keep goalkeeper.
What of Alan?
Well, Haaland.
Even Alan. So he has a way of balancing the minutes such that there's no overload. Even I remember, I think it was last season or 2 seasons ago that I checked. An average Arsenal player had maybe like 300 or 200 minutes more than an average Man City player.
Gabriel
so them Odegaard, Saka were like way high.
But not this season though. You guys have addressed it,
yeah. We've addressed that. And that's why I saw when Arsenal bought all those players, and I was trying to. I know this is from the Pep school of coaching. That was very, very obvious. But the thing is, like, your players, even I don't know if you know about the story of doping with blood doping. So simply with what blood doping does is that when you are at your players go for like rest, they are not stressed, eat well, exercise well, sleep well, they take their blood out during that period. They store it. When they have now trained that their muscles are tired, everything is tired, when it's about to get to the tournament, they give them back the blood. So you have what's it called them? Your metabolism is like you've not even burnt any energy at all.
I've just said about that. So they do that in the Premier League.
So I'm saying, like, so that is the concept of breaks between players playing. So even a player can be fit, but his metabolism just cannot play it.
Mm-hmm.
So the player will be fit, though it can be, but everything is just not the meta because they have played so many games. And we are seeing that this season with most teams because Arsenal, Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool have been playing 3 games per week since September.
Well, everybody started saying this at the beginning of the season.
September.
The Club World Cup, but has anything changed? Was this not the way football has been like?
So there are now more games in the Champions League, which gave an extra 2 weeks. So couple that with Carling Cup.
Because we've been playing FA Cup and Carabao Cup now. So
the 2 extra games in the in the Champions League created 2 extra weeks. Also, too, so if you add that to it, it makes it hard because now they have to give room for that 2 weeks, which is like serious fixture schedule. That 2 weeks is a lot. And already before, the Carabao Cup was a problem before that coaches felt that they should probably make it like under 23 playing because of it just does not fit into a weekend.
Yeah, I guess teams can play their under 23s at the Carabao. Like I remember,
everybody has to agree to do that. That's what I'm saying. Like so,
I've been watching this week. Was it FA Cup and we were making a joke that everybody wants to win because everybody was playing their first 11. Everybody had a strong team. Was it the FA Cup?
FA Cup, yeah.
Yes, because those are the kind of games.
So in England, for example, FA Cup is a big tournament. It's not a small tournament.
Those are the kind of
the money in FA Cup. Let me see. The money in FA Cup is almost close to what you get when you win the Premier League.
Was it the FA Cup they played Saka in the number 10
Yeah, it's FA Cup.
Okay. Yeah,
the money in the FA Cup is almost what you make in the Premier League by
those kind of games Saka could have invested.
I'm saying that the money you make in the FA Cup is a big market, is a big tournament.
No, I think this season, part of the reason why all those big teams are playing their top teams in the FA Cup is because they are struggling in the league. So they need those players. I think last season Liverpool were cruising in the league. I don't think they were playing. I think they even went out early. Arsenal needed to play.
So the thing was, last season, Liverpool went to that game like we were playing a small team. They fielded a weak side and they lost.
Yeah.
But they were on top of the Premier League. So they felt, and they didn't have a big squad. They have a very small squad last season. There was injuries. But FA Cup is a big tournament in England. Very big tournament.
But that's what I'm saying now. Because they were on top of the league, they could afford to go and play their small team.
They didn't have a strong squad. They have a very.
But now, they need games to improve their form. So he doesn't have a choice. He has to play his best team in the FA Cup. Maybe that's his only chance of even winning a trophy this season. The same thing with Arsenal. Arsenal are not playing well. So he had to play his best team in the FA Cup so that Arsenal can play into form.
Because right now, after Tottenham, is the first time in like 5 months Arsenal will have a week between again. since end of August.
Oh.
It's like, because I checked, since end of August, the best we've had was 4 days between a game. So since end of August, after Sunday, it's the longest time Arsenal will have 6-7 days before the next game. It's in September.
But one month almost scored.
Yeah, Ryan just almost scored. Ryan guy is really good.
Bournemouth should let West Ham win this game. We need a relegation battle.
Man City just had their own this week because they didn't play any game during the week.
And then Chelsea didn't play, and for some stupid reason, they decided to go to Dubai. We are not even talking about that. Maybe that's why they...
a lot of players.
Yes, Obama went to Dubai. Obviously, that's probably why he played rubbish today. No, they said they traveled. They said they went on... They traveled this week.
But when Arsenal went to Dubai as a team for team building, they came back really refreshed.
Won every game.
A lot of clubs.
This one wasn't a team bonding vacation. They went individually. They didn't go to...
give them break off. A couple of days.
I think give them a break off and they just...
Arsenal to get a couple of days off after Sunday.
I won't be surprised if the press jump on him for that. Let's see what they are going to do.
Someone is going to ask him, obviously, that question.
Yeah.
It's a normal thing that happens. People go on break.
They'll be like, "What? Why was Palmer missing so much chances?"
Because he went to stretch the arch.
It was crazy. Nah, that was a Jackson kind of miss. I'm sorry to drag.
He didn't even run. He didn't even try to run. He didn't try. He
just was like he could have run at the goalkeeper and maybe tried to run around the goalkeeper.
Yeah. He didn't even try to do anything. He just got around.
You see, Palmer and Garnacho, they have the same ego. Like they play like they are Messi and Ronaldo.
I don't have
like they are Messi and Ronaldo.
What did Palmer do to you, please?
No, Palmer acts like he's the best player in the team. But I'm not saying he's a bad player, by the way.
That's how he acts, to be honest.
Now he does that, and like Sheyi said, he has numbers to back it up. Like
numbers, penalties.
You can't call Palmer.
No, he scored a lot of open play goals now.
How many open play goals? Check.
I'm not talking about this season. I'm talking about previous seasons.
I'm saying previously, self. How many open play goals does Palmer have?
I don't know about that. We can check.
Half of his goals are open play goals.
Half are penalties, by the way.
50-50.
Well,
my point is, don't ever put Palmer in the same sentence as Garnacho. That's what I want to tell you.
I'm just saying that, like
the football.
I'm just saying that, like the ego.
He has ego, but he has stats to back the ego. So let's know what we are saying.
What stats? Because I don't get the stats.
Yeah, let's check the stats now.
So you wouldn't take Palmer at us now, Tunde?
I won't take him at us now.
He doesn't like that question. He doesn't. That's why you won't
take him at us now.
Like Palmer. They told me
one has scored 45 goals, 19 are penalties.
So 26. That's almost 60%. I'm confused.
In 105 appearances, he has only scored 20-something open. 105.
How many is he supposed to score? He's a midfielder. I'm confused.
So
He's a striker.
That's what I'm asking about the numbers you are talking about.
Talk about penalties. People also miss penalties. So
yes, and if he has scored, he has only missed one penalty so far.
I agree that penalties is what is 50% of his goals. Almost 50%. 45%, by the way.
But being a penalty taker also comes with them trusting you with that.
So 45%, we agree that he's already Palmer. He's already
what's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that.
He's already Palmer. We agree to that.
Penalty for Arsenal.
I'm just saying that, like, he's a good player.
He is, but don't put him in the same category.
Putting him as he's not there yet, and he may not get there with the way he's going. He's a good player.
Please.
He's a good player that is promising. He has what's it called? He's promising. He's a good player, but I think he's not where people think he is yet. That's my own, and he's not even where he thinks he himself is yet.
So where would that be?
Palmer is on.
So I feel that, like, and this may be my. So this is my opinion with Palmer. I feel that Palmer has a lot more to offer, but I feel that he's playing at a stage whereby he feels that this is all I can give, that he's not improving anymore. That's where, I'm talking about Palmer that I watched in Man City up till now. So it's a case of, like, I've gotten to, like, the best I can be kind of Palmer. And so he's not improving anymore.
How are you judging that? Based on this season or based on what?
Since last season, by the way. Palmer scored only 1 open play goal since January last year. This is 14 months.
So yes, January last year, how long has it been injured for January last year?
Was injured for like, even, you see this stats.
Oh, Bournemouth have a potential penalty.
How many, even he just scored them this year, by the way, Mickey. He just scored that
penalty
like 1 month ago.
But I'm saying, like, how long was he injured for? Don't you put that into your
comparison? Yeah, but for long. See, this stat I've been measuring. We've been following it since before he got injured this season. He was playing. What I'm saying is that, like, he's a better player he could be better than what he's doing, but I don't think he's improving anymore.
But is it possible to improve in a team like Chelsea with instability? How many coaches has this guy had in his career at Chelsea? He has had 3
It's 9, no, bros. I say only 1. It's 9.
Thank you for bringing the stats.
Since when?
Since January 2025.
In Premier League?
In Premier League.
No, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You bring out your own stats, I can show us now. Or where does the stats come from? But the only thing
because one felt very. I know Palmer is not trying, but one.
So last season he scored 15 goals in the Premier League. 5 were penalties. He scored 10 goals, and all the 10 goals came before January.
How many assists did he have?
8 assists last season. Then this season,
how many assists did Odegaard have last season?
I can't remember. I'm checking right now, but I know that Palmer has better.
But you can't judge. I don't know why you are judging Palmer on goals. Palmer is not a striker, so
I'm just saying this season he has scored 3 goals, open play goals.
How long has he played? How many games has he played?
I'm just saying that, like, so this season he has scored 3 open play goals. So that 9 goals you are talking about in the Premier League, I don't know where it is coming from.
No, he says since 2025. He says since January 2025
because even this. Well, okay.
I sent it to the WhatsApp, so. Because the team moved me over.
Because it seems one thing is you seem to judge Palmer on goals and you don't judge Odegaard on goals.
Because Shay is saying that stats backs this up, and I'm talking about his overall play. I'm not talking even about the goals. I'm just saying that he's not improving in his play. That's what. Like, let me see.
I see, and I'm not trying to even argue it. I'm just trying to say, how are you judging his overall play? From what time to what time? This guy has been injured most of this season. So what time are you judging overall?
Okay.
He's injured like half of this now. Are we accurate to say that? Is he inaccurate? So, like, how do we judge somebody that's been injured half of this? And we all know how mentally difficult it is to get back into form after you've been injured. So, what are you judging him on the end of last season or like this season?
See, I'm not judging Palmer on last season or this. I'm saying that Palmer as a player, between the time he's moved to Man City and his first season at Chelsea, he has not improved as a player. And I'm looking at his overall play. And it's not because I don't like Palmer as a player.
Okay, let me ask you a question. What would you like to see him do better?
That's a good question.
So the biggest confusion with Palmer in his play from Man City is that, is Palmer a central midfielder or is a Bruno kind of player?
But is that his fault?
No, I'm saying, like, is he central midfielder or is a Bruno kind of player?
What's a Bruno kind of player?
No, because Bruno is not a central midfielder. Bruno is more of a Lampard kind of player, whereby they play closer to the goal. They play closer to the goal, and they make things happen. They can score goals, they can shoot, they can take.
So basically, an attacking midfielder is what you're saying.
Midfielder, like so, or flat CM. Now, and that has been the confusion. So in Man City, you would play from the right wing most of the time because he can always cut in and shoot and score. That was what he was playing. He wasn't playing as central midfielder. When he came to Chelsea, Chelsea gave him more of a free role because there was a Jackson has legs. So it was more of a strictly attacking role, which is like the Bruno kind of, you know what, just free yourself and be open to receive the ball. Jackson can cover more grounds, and he was getting into good spaces and he was scoring goals. Now, once, and that's why you could see that it's like the Jackson-Palmer partnership was excellent because it gave Palmer a lot of space to, to operate. Now, when that model is not there anymore, now Palmer is now forced to play more in like initially like a midfield role, central, but it wasn't as good as his midfielder as Enzo, and that's why Pochettino preferred to play Enzo in that position, because Enzo is a much better overall central midfielder. Now, push forward again. You now have Maresca to add that issue of, if I want to play in the midfield, Enzo was still then, Palmer got injured, which made Enzo be the one, Enzo played that role very well. Now, with current Chelsea right now, that same problem is still a case of, should I play Palmer in the central midfield or should I play behind the striker? Today, he played more behind the striker, which is like that 10 kind of attacking striker position. He got into good goal scoring positions and couldn't score. And that's why I'm saying that, like, and the same problem with him in playing in England as well too, is like, where will he play? And that's why I'm saying that for the past 3 years, he has not been able to more like improve himself. So, and maybe, like Shay said, the coaching factor is there. Coaches keep on changing, so it also affects him. So he has not been able to improve himself on, if I'm going to stay as its attacking, like a supporting striker, I will stay there and I will make that my own, or as a central midfield. He has not. And so he's not improving, and that's what I'm trying to say. And it's not entirely due to his own fault. The fact that coaches keep on changing at Chelsea too does not help him. He's had 3 managers.
Thank you for saying that, and I thank you for ending with that, because when you kept on saying all of this.
No, so I'm not attacking him like he's not improved, like he's himself. It's like Rashford was like that. Rashford too was one player that I loved, that I felt that could have been more. But Rashford was just, different managers come and they change what he has to do every time. The himself does not even know what he's playing anymore.
Okay, clarity is very key.
Yeah, I think so.
Michael, 1 second before I think.
Oh,
I don't jump on the players' bandwagon, but I've seen Palmer. I think I've seen Palmer play, and I've seen what he can do in games, like at least in the Club World Cup. I can single-handedly. For me, the players are like the people that can single-handedly like change the game. So I think when you're looking at a good player, I don't know what you look at. It's difficult. I think I've said it many times. I think if you play for Chelsea, I think you're in an unfortunate position as a footballer, because you would never either attain your best, because Chelsea does not have, I don't think there's a coach that is concerned about making you improve as a player. Any coach at Chelsea is just trying to get into top 4. They are working under pressure, so they don't care about you personally. So they're going to put you in a position that works with their own ideology. That's what I think first. But to now go to Palmer as an individual and to say why I think I'm still a bit upset from you putting Palmer in the same sentence as Garnacho. So I'm still holding on to this. It's hard for me to stop it. I think it's very
big insult too.
No, it's the ego.
Take it back in this thing.
It's the ego. No, I'm saying like it's the personality. Like he feels better than he is.
Why? In terms of Palmer's biggest strength is his intelligence in movement. Like you always say, like for footballers, knowing what to do before they get the ball.
He played under Pep. He has no choice to have that.
Exactly. If we're saying players are good when they know how to do this, so why are we not talking about Palmer making it seem like
if Pep thinks that Palmer is not ready?
I speak. Forget that. Well, Pep has made some other mistakes.
No, Pep is not about thinking someone is not ready or not. Pep just doesn't like to hold people back. That's all.
Let's look at Palmer's characteristics. Palmer's intelligence in movement is great. In the Premier League, I think it's one of the top when we talk about intelligence in movement. So after I list everything, you now tell me, whether it's a Garnacho kind of player or not. We were talking about
saying Garnacho kind of player. You are saying, because I'm saying that, see.
You don't ever put Garnacho and Palmer in
the not saying Garnacho kind of player. So you are talking on the wrong thing. I'm saying that the way Garnacho thinks that is Ronaldo. Palmer thinks that he's Nesta. Palmer thinks he's Nesta. That's what I'm saying.
He thinks he is. Baba is. Whatever Palmer thinks.
He's not Iniesta.
See anything.
Well, he's probably the closest to Iniesta.
He is.
He's probably the closest to Iniesta.
There's nobody close to Iniesta herself.
Let's talk about
Mendy.
Dream team. See, we're talking about intelligence in movement. This space between midfield and defense. Palmer, does he do it well or not?
I'm saying that like
one by one. We have said Palmer is intelligent in movement. Yes, you agree. Okay, finding space between midfield and defense. Do you agree?
Yeah, he knows how to.
Okay, good. Then also dropping deep to create. Is he good at that?
He's good at it. Yeah.
Okay, then arriving create in the box to score. Is he good at that?
He's good at it.
So tell me why you would put this player in the same sentence as Garnacho.
He's not Iniesta. That's what I'm trying to say. He thinks he's Iniesta. He's not. He has to improve.
He's a good finisher. But today does not mean
no.
he's not a good finisher.
The difference with this argument is that, like, me, I rate Palmer. See, the thing is, the problem is that, like, me, I rate Palmer even higher than you guys rate Palmer. So I felt that, and that's what you all don't get. That's what you all don't get. I feel Palmer can be Iniesta. I feel he has that.
You're already changing the goalpost. Thank God you feel like.
That's what I've been trying to say since. Mickey, what I've been saying, I said he's someone that there's a lot
they
of.
They don't even play in the same position. Why would you say Palmer and Iniesta? I don't.
He doesn't even have a position. That's the first problem. He does not have one.
He does.
Where is the position?
Central attacking midfield or on the right.
I think he's better. I think basically he has not learned how to create enough space for himself.
Yes, he has. He did that last season when Jackson was there.
Don't worry, you all will be here. I said Jackson.
But this season now, Delap is playing, and I don't know.
And João Pedro comes in and.
When I used to say that about Jackson,
João Pedro doesn't drag the defenders as much as Jackson did.
He doesn't push the defenders. He comes into.
Jackson created those chances.
He scores goals and he takes responsibility in big moments. So if that guy has any ego, please let him have.
Ego should be at the level of.
Any player can have ego that he wants to have. Please,
Not Iniesta.
And you're not saying it as if he doesn't have space at the England team. England team, did he come to live at the England team as well? Come on, let's not.
It doesn't like.
Yeah, but he's not fair to level.
You are talking like I think I have a problem with Palmer as a. Foden doesn't play.
I'm just telling you that
Foden doesn't play in England for the same reason. Foden Palmer.
Ego. I have a problem with it because it doesn't show anything.
I withdraw the ego because it's clouding your judgment from everything.
We are good now. Thank you.
Clouding your judgment.
Thank you.
Clouding your judgment from everything. Because I feel that, like, see, I've watched Palmer since like Man City days. He's a good player that I felt like, okay, it could be whatever I want to be. But since he moved to Chelsea, he has not really improved beyond that Palmer.
Who has improved? That's a question. Who has improved since they moved to Chelsea?
And that's what I've been trying to say since. So
Enzo
improved.
Caicedo is the same Caicedo.
Enzo improved.
Enzo
improved.
Normal 100 million work.
Enzo.
No. Enzo was his sixth when he came to Chelsea.
World Cup. Gusto has improved small, but it's not small.
Yeah, Gusto has improved, but Enzo Caicedo.
Gusto has improved from what?
From being an ordinary.
Do you know which club Gusto played for before he came to Chelsea?
But he has improved from when I started watching Chelsea. You know, I like
Gusto is just an average footballer, please. I beg.
I will agree for that one. He's not exceptional, but he's better than average.
If Achepong has a run of games at right back, he will bench Gusto quickly.
I don't know if you all know this player and that's one of the things that I always very careful with young players. Januzaj was one of the brightest spots in the days of David Moyes at Man U. He was like the one that was the best player in Man U during the David Moyes era. Januzaj and Fellaini. Once Moyes left like this, the guy was balling on the wings. Everything was solid. He was a young talent that came and was the best player for Man U. Once that was the best spot of his career ever. And the thing was,
I know Januzaj because you've compared Palmer to Januzaj before.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, so I'm not saying that. So young players, when they go to big clubs, and it's something that happens to a lot of them. Once winning depends on them, they believe that they don't have to improve anymore, and they feel that they are there. And it's a very difficult thing, especially when you're in a struggling club, whereby you are just the bright spot because this club is struggling, and you feel like, I'm the big boy. When the club now wants to compete, you now realize that you have not improved as a player. And that's my worry with Palmer. And it may not happen and it may happen.
It's an unfortunate club, unfortunately.
That's my worry with Palmer. Because I feel Palmer is probably the best, I would say, probably the best, one of the best English, dribblers I've seen in a long time.
Can Liam improve a player?
He's one of the best I've seen in a long time.
Can Liam improve a player? So if
Liam, it's the fact that like I think I said the reason why Ronaldo and Messi made it this big was they were already in their 25, 26 before they became the player everybody looked up to win games. So there was no pressure on them. So they were already formed already. They were already senior players before it's them that has to win games. When
that the way Chelsea has been playing now, and because of Palmer's injury, I think we don't rely on Palmer anymore, which was as a result of his injury, which I think would supposed to be.
No, I mean for young players, not even Palmer as a whole. I mean like young players. So Ronaldo at Man U, nobody was expecting Ronaldo to win games for Man U. It was in the hands of them schools and geeks. If they did not win because of Ronaldo, nobody would mention Ronaldo's name at all. Nobody.
Rooney was higher than Ronaldo. Rooney was higher than Ronaldo.
Rooney, Tevez. There was no pressure on him. Even Messi in Barcelona, there was Iniesta, there was Xavi,
Ronaldinho,
there was no pressure.
But if you look across the Premier League teams now, how many individual players are carrying the pressure of their teams? Because
I mean for young players. So for example, I would say.
What you mean? I'm just saying now. Let's look at the current Premier League. Let's look at the teams. Let's start with Arsenal. Is there anybody?
Arsenal is a squad team, so nobody.
Arsenal is gone. So who is second? City. Is there any pressure on anybody at City right now?
City, there's no pressure on anybody. Pep said there's no pressure on anybody.
Like so, where's now based on your point?
I mean young players. So for senior players.
Examples.
So like Bennett. So for example, right now.
I agree with you.
What I'm saying is that like I don't get what I'm trying to say. Like so for
but give examples in the league right now. Yes, who is the player?
Young players. Chelsea has a bunch of young players. Palmer is now the senior. Palmer is a senior player in Chelsea right now at 23, 24.
So do you think we're putting anybody under pressure to win games?
I don't get my say. Palmer is a senior player in Chelsea.
He has a point. I understand what he's trying to say.
Palmer is a senior player in Chelsea.
Because
what is young players now?
That's where I'm going to. That's what I'm saying.
That's the experience thing I'm always mentioning about Chelsea now. That we need experience. We can't be
Chelsea
young boys.
Chelsea lose a game today.
Those players pressure.
If Chelsea lose a game today, your headline will be
but you know one thing that is interesting though, right? And I'm going to be honest. As much as we need the experience, blah 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 blah, right? If our defense was good, this conversation won't be coming up. No. And if we had some young defenders that were good, it won't be coming up because those boys in front, they are scoring goals and they are creating chances. We have dropped so many points from winning position. So offensively, as much as these guys are young, they are actually getting the job done. It's the defense that is the problem. Look at chances today.
Because also, like football is not just offensive alone. Like it's a whole synergy thing. So,
yeah, but if just let me not even say our defense. Let's say our discipline can just improve. Like if we take out those yellow cards and those red cards this season, we'll probably have like 7 or 8 points more.
That one too is age related as well. So younger players are known to make more reckless decisions.
Fofana, Cucurella, young players.
Young players.
And Sanchez too. Are they young players?
These guys are what, 25?
Yeah, they can be considered young players. If they are under 25, they are young players.
Yeah.
I don't think Cucurella is under 25, but most of our players are under 25.
25 or 26. So Cucurella is young, go. Just started quite early.
So how old is
Cucurella is like 25, 26.
Because Cucurella, Sanchez, Chalobah, those are
27.
Cucurella, Sanchez, Chalobah, and Fofana. Those are people, and Caicedo.
I can tell you that if Chelsea loses today, nobody's going to mention Fofana's name. You see, Palmer would be front of the headline. Palmer, James. They are senior players in Chelsea. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Nobody will call Fofana will not even be on the list of who they will mention.
Out of their line because he missed the goals that he missed.
So I'm saying like not today. I'm saying like if Chelsea plays badly, there are players that consider senior players in the club. And it's not about for now for Chelsea right now. They've been what's it called? James is like one of the longest 7 players. He's the captain of the club. He's been at Chelsea most of his life.
He's a young player.
He's young too. On a normal day, James.
You should define young. What do you define as young?
So this is what I'm saying. Like I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. So like how long has
he's a young?
Let's start with this. How long has James been one of your key players?
For 3 seasons at least. No?
Exactly. Then he was 21.
And now he's 24.
Exactly. So, and what you're trying to, so when you have, and that's what I'm trying to say, when you have a 21-year-old player that is your key player in a team, what I'm saying is that the likelihood that they develop from that point becomes lower for a lot of them. It takes a lot of I would say for me, even I would say maybe only one. I would say the only player I know that improved well, and because he changed position, maybe Saka. And I felt that Saka at 1918, the pressure was too much for him too. But I think he coped with it well. But it wasn't like over. It took time as well too. Saliba had to go to France. Saliba had to go to France for 2 seasons. The same Saliba we're talking about today. Saliba had to go to France at 2020.
So James,
no.
Yes.
I think he went to France at Saliba went to France at 18-19.
No, 18-19, yeah. But
So you can
bought him for good money.
Yeah, but that was what he needed to do at that age.
Exactly. So what I'm saying is that so what I'm saying is that like I'm saying that like, and this is something I've seen, and I'm not saying that it's a fact or not. I'm saying that young players, when you put so much,
when you say young players, we putting it young players aged
21 and below. They should not be the one should be like expected. They are not players that should come to a club now. And you're like, if we win the league, it's because they are the ones that should win us the league. Like that's why I'm like Estava right now. Imagine believing that putting pressure on Estava, you have to win us the league.
I get what you are saying, Tunde, right? But at the same time, the greatest footballers that go on to be truly world-class players that win Ballon d'Or at the age of 17, 18, they've been delivering. So
it's not how many of them.
A lot of them, all of them. Neymar, Ronaldo, the first Ronaldo, the second
Neymar
Ronaldo.
Never won Ballon d'Or.
Huh?
Neymar has never won.
No, but okay, he hasn't won Ballon d'Or, but Neymar was balling at 17. Ronaldo. Sometimes when footballers are ready at a young age, they are ready. Look at Yamal now, and that's why I always say Estava should be playing Estava. Sometimes when some players are ready, even at a young age, they can handle the pressure. I get what you're saying.
I agree with you on that, but I'm like, there are very few of them. There are more that have collapsed. There are more. We have Pablo Aimar.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that they don't succeed. They do succeed.
You have Boyan Krikik.
What's it?
Boyan Krikik in Barca.
Boyan.
Yeah.
Even Rashford. Even Rashford.
Rashford.
Why they collapse? We look at the structure behind why they collapse. Because Rashford too coaching now, it's not they were changing.
So I'm saying like Rashford became like the face of Man U at 2021. That whether they lose is Rashford, when they win is Rashford, when they lose, it's too much pressure for a young player.
But you know one thing that all those players I've mentioned that have done well, right? One thing they have in common is that they are playing in stable teams. These players that have collapsed do not play in stable teams.
Yes. And that's now you
should be making.
Joseph, you are now backing my point back again.
Unfortunately, I don't even know what I was thinking.
He was now backing my point back that
the team matters, not the player.
Sheyi, Joseph is now backing my points back from the beginning.
No, I think for you, unless I don't understand your point, is you were saying it's the player.
Joseph will explain it because Joseph came to
your point for people to understand. It's pointless.
Joseph will explain because Joseph now agreed with me from the beginning. We have gone around though. What I'm saying is that when Messi came to Barcelona had a stable senior player system. So the pressure was not on Messi. He could do whatever I wanted to do.
Stable senior player system or
I'm serious because Messi was not. They were not looking forward to Messi. You know, Messi was in 2005 Champions League that Arsenal lost. He was in that squad. People didn't even know that he was in that squad. And he played a lot of games. He was playing 20 minutes, 30 minutes there. Messi was, and he was balling.
Okay, can I ask you a question now?
Yeah.
Do you think that Palmer will improve his game, or these young players? So I don't want to put any pressure on Palmer. If they are playing in a Chelsea team that is stable, good coach, that is coaching them for 5 years.
The thing is that like...
That's supposed to be a yes or no answer, actually.
No, it's not a yes or no answer, and I'll tell you why. So already right now, Palmer is already a senior player in Chelsea. Already right now. So he's already at the stage whereby he's a big boy. Now, it's now up to him and whoever the coach is to him and Sewell to agree that, I need to improve in these areas. Because it may be like, I will move on. But when the players are still 20, 21, that's when you can actually coach them into, improve on their skills a lot more. When they already now have big transfer money around them, they're now earning big wages. Players don't even improve. To improve now is now like, maybe the coach doesn't like me, that kind of thing. And that's you hear things like, I want to play right back. I don't want to play in this position. I don't want to play as a striker. I want to play right wing. Those kind of things. Players have their own personnel So I feel that a Palmer in a maybe like the Lampard team, the team 2010, the Conte team, it would have been a baller. Like he could have gone for like top 5 Ballon d'Or in that Conte team.
Okay,
that's my own whatever. But now it will be the one that the Estava will be looking up to. That's it.
No, Estava is not looking up to anybody. Estava is looking up to himself.
That one is ending. I mean, that one is going to Real Madrid very soon. Now we know Real Madrid.
I mean, it depends if he plays well. If he doesn't play well, they don't have to buy him.
I know he's going to leave Chelsea soon. That one is not. We all know that. Every Chelsea fan knows that one. Is a chicken that they have bought to sell when it's matured for Christmas.
I know Chelsea fans, we are not attached to any player. We know what Willian and Co are doing. I don't know about I'm not attached to any player. They can sell it anytime, so it's okay.
I think he's going to leave Chelsea. Pedro is another good player. Pedro is a very intelligent footballer. Very, very intelligent.
Okay, let's move on to tomorrow's Arsenal game. I think everybody predicted an Arsenal win, unless just
how can you say so?
There's too much mouth on Arsenal. It's enough. We are on holiday, please.
Actually, we can also talk about the Man City game in 30 minutes. Since the two of them are in the title race,
you know. The lineup.
Is the lineup out already?
It should be out now.
So everybody predicted an Arsenal win except Joseph that predicted a draw. It's today the day. It's today the day.
Against Tottenham.
Plan starting by the
defeated Tottenham.
God, West Ham have missed chances.
I think I predicted a draw for this game, by the way.
No, it's still going on.
West Ham.
I put it.
You know, Joseph is praying. Let me see. I think this game I said a draw. Yeah, draw.
Which draw? Oh, this game. Okay.
Stand alone. Please. Stand alone. Please end though. How many more minutes? 5 more minutes.
This game is over now.
I'm start bragging about stand alone.
You predicted a draw for this game.
Yup.
Everybody predicted what?
West Ham win.
Joseph, you don't have Senesi anymore.
I don't.
Sure, Michael still has it.
Everybody else said West Ham win. I said a draw.
Michael bent Senesi and played ill.
He did not play, Abby.
No, he played nice, giving you 6 solid points.
Nice. Ooh, but Senesi why is Senesi 5? Go yellow card.
You got a yellow card. Where is Aki in the
No DFC.
Aki, where are you in this league, please?
FPL. And his FPL has Lanod.
Where is it? I can't find you in the top 10 or top 20.
I'm fighting relegation now.
Tell me your number. You have 9 points. Yes, he captained Gyökeres.
He captained Gyökeres.
That's not fun, of course.
You know what's funny about it was that Alan I won captain and I forgot because I transferred the player in. So this morning when I woke up, I was like, did I change the captain? From
Madrid are losing, sorry, Yeah.
Madrid are not. Madrid are Mbappe
this is right now. Unbelievable.
Well, they can't win this game anymore. The best they can get is a draw.
Not tomorrow, so don't lose.
The best they can get is a draw from this game. They can't win this game anymore.
Madrid?
Yeah.
Your stand alone is confirmed, Tunde. Impressive stuff. This is a bad result for West Ham. This is really bad.
This is good for Tottenham.
Actually, it's very good for
it's good for Tottenham and it's good for Arsenal, unfortunately.
It's good for West Ham because Bournemouth have been on a tear now. They've been winning, they've been like 3 wins, Abby.
It's not a good result for West Ham. This is a game they should be winning.
Forest now we now have ginger now to beat Liverpool.
Yes. When does what game goes first? Forest or Spurs?
Forest.
The Super Sunday tomorrow.
So I don't know.
Bournemouth have been on a 5-game winning, 5-game this thing unbeaten. For West Ham to take a point from there.
West Ham, but they were at home, so they couldn't have done more than what they did.
For West Ham to take a point from them is a big deal. Even though, the XG is mad.
Their season is over. Right? Those mid-table clubs, their season is over. They know
not until mathematics, not until it's mathematically, and that's why Bournemouth have.
They know they can't make. They know they can't make Europe. So
but Bournemouth are still mathematically in relegation. That's probably why they play well.
Bournemouth is 8. They are 8 on the table.
They have 37. The magic number is 41.
No, Bournemouth. The relegation battle is between.
But
is from Leeds downward. No, from
But
Tottenham downward. So
if you are not mathematically safe, you are still going to have to play now.
But realistically now, Joseph.
So there's 11 more games for
Because Bournemouth played very well today. Like they really went for this game. Oh.
For Bournemouth to relegate, the whole
You have to lose
England
every single game
must
from
be
now to
against
the
them. There's like a whole conspiracy theory.
I'm sure it has happened sometimes.
The game.
No,
But let's say West Ham had a better game.
you need only 2 points to be out of relegation. That your 40 points, 2 points out of 11 games.
Guys, just take away emotions. Wolves and Burnley are going down. They're not going to win all of their games. So those
Wolves and
No, that was 100%. That was for sure.
forget about mathematics or if they win all of their games. So those guys.
Even Wolves with mathematics, the best they can get is 43 points.
So yeah, they are gone. Burnley is gone.
If
So
they win
now
all their games.
so it's technically between I don't see. So it's West Ham, Nottingham Forest,
And Nottingham.
Leeds.
And
West Ham,
Tottenham.
Nottingham Forest. Between the two of them. I want Nottingham Forest to relegate.
Why?
Why?
Should go.
Because of their owner.
Because of their owner, wow.
Why do you
Because of
want
their owner.
Because of their
Okay.
owner.
Okay, fair enough. Fair point.
I would like to see him on the stadium when they relegate on the last day.
Fair enough.
Dramatic. There will be ginger. But West Ham is a big club. If they relegate, they might come back soon.
They will come back.
Let me even see who is coming back, so
It's
that's another
champion.
interesting thing.
Wrexham won today. Oh. From 3-2, they won 5-3.
Are you worried as a Chelsea fan?
Yes, now we are playing them in the FA Cup now.
West Ham is a social media club.
You were even happy with Chelsea. Steph.
Coventry,
You say what?
Middlesbrough,
They were
Millwall.
happy when they saw the draw that they were going to.
Yeah, because they will make money from it.
They'll make money from it now.
Yeah,
Publicity has been their biggest money making since they bought the club.
If Wrexham gets promoted to the Premier League, their stadium will be sold out every single game.
Constantly, yeah. Every single
They're
game.
they're not even in championship right now.
No, they're in the championship. Oh. They're in the
They're in
championship
championship.
playoff. They just entered the playoff, right? Yeah.
That's true.
And they beat Ipswich.
It's coming back.
They still have a lot of games in the championship. They still have like 16 games to go.
No, they have 9 games.
No, it's 46 games
No,
they play.
championship is 40 something games.
46, no, they have 13 games. Sorry, they have 13 games to play. But Coventry and Middlesbrough might make top like the.
No. The gap is still open.
Yeah.
No, it's not close. It's 9 points between Coventry and Millwall.
Yeah, but Ipswich have 2 games in hand.
That's true too.
And that's
So that takes them to 60 points if they win.
That's true. Even All City have a game in hand as well too.
yep.
And then Millwall.
You guys like to see
Let Millwall come to the Premier League so that they will come and give us Nawala as well. London.
See, Leicester again is going down again. Leicester is even fighting that relegation again.
That's the one that is quite shocking. I don't even understand. I guess they've sold all the players they have.
From winning the Premier League in 2016 to battling relegation 10 years later.
That's crazy.
Championship.
Who would you guys like to see back in the Premier League? I would want Middlesbrough, All City,
Portsmouth.
and Ipswich Town. Who do you want to see, Aki?
Portsmouth. If they are still
They are
existing.
not coming. I mean, realistically, like, who do you want to see in the Premier League next season?
Middlesbrough.
And who are the other two?
Coventry.
Me Coventry. Let's see.
I think it's only. I think I want to see Wrexham. Wrexham is the only team that I'm looking at here that will probably survive in the Premier League next season. All of them will get relegated.
Coventry might stay back.
Nah, with who?
No.
Frank Lampard.
See, basically, people are going to pull the Sunderland now. From now on, like just go change your first 11 to Premier League level player.
But do they have the money? Do they have the money to do that though? That's the thing.
The Sunderland don't have the money now, but they
No,
found
they did.
You don't need to have the money.
They spent money now.
They didn't
That's what I'm
spend
saying.
money. So you need to have the money you spend.
No, they spent money. Oh.
No, you don't need to have that money. You know that PSR is over 3 years. So their gamble is that if we stay back, we'll make the money this year.
Yeah. So very likely Sunderland
That
will
was their
buy
gamble.
next year.
So if we stay
Very
back,
likely.
we'll make the money to balance the books this year. Others gamble like we don't want to run into debt in case we relegate. Sunderland went the route of we would go into deficit, and we know that once we stay back.
Yeah, and it's the same thing Nottingham Forest did as well.
Yeah, and when they buy 20 players.
Aston Villa did it too when they came up. But Sunderland have been the best.
They've been the most exact. They've
done
it well.
Yeah. Because they just went for
Forest goes down now. It's serious loss. Like they are in serious debt.
Serious debt. Yes. Very serious debt.
Yeah. If they go down now, they're in serious debt.
Who do they play next?
Liverpool.
Who, Sunderland?
No, Sunderland plays Fulham. Okay. Everybody predicted a draw except Michael. Michael likes Sunderland.
I predicted Sunderland draw. What? That's uncharacteristic of me. I feel Sunderland will win that game.
I also predicted a draw for Sunderland.
Everyone be a draw except Michael. Michael predicted a win. Michael likes he has a soft spot for Sunderland.
I like Sunderland a lot because I'm very.
I'm not sure Granit Xhaka will be back yet, so that's why I was like, go. But Xhaka makes them play differently.
I wonder how
because they're all active that team except Xhaka. Xhaka is like the brains of the team. Everybody else is just run around. They were very smart. They did very smart. This thing.
Xhaka is my best Arsenal player post the Invisible team. Like Xhaka for me over anybody we have now, over anybody that has played post that Invisible team. Granit Xhaka is the best player for me. Arsenal fans don't like him as much, but I understand the guy. The brilliant player for Switzerland, for Arsenal, for Bayer Leverkusen, now Sunderland. So, and he's going to manage Arsenal one day now, I'm sure.
Yeah. So after Arteta,
it may not be, but he's coaching already with he did some of his coaching badges with Arteta. So I won't be surprised that when he retires, if Arteta is still at Arsenal, he might be coming as an assistant coach. I will not be surprised.
Will Arteta be like a Ferguson, be there for a
I think so. Arteta is not going anywhere. The thing is, like, I don't see Arteta coaching. I don't see Arteta coaching Barcelona. Coaching Real. Arteta can go. I think Barcelona is a place where he might go to because that's where he started from. But I think Barcelona, Arsenal, PSG, I think it's someone that coaching for him is more of personal love for do I like this place? He's an emotional person.
How can you say that when he has only coached one club?
Exactly. There's only one club
because only applied to coach only one club. See, Arteta has applied for a job twice, to coach Arsenal twice.
Best available job.
No, I'm just saying that, I'm saying that after Arsenal rejected him this first time, he went back to be a stand coach at Chelsea, at Man City, to be a stand coach. And I'm just saying that it's kind of pressing someone that I feel coaches more out of there has to be like an emotional attachment than it's just a job for him. That's what I see.
If Arsenal doesn't win the league this season, Arteta is going to leave.
They will not sack him, and he will not leave. That one I can tell you for free. They won't sack him, and he will not leave.
They're not sacking him.
They're not overly ambitious enough.
And he will not leave.
They are not ambitious.
They're not overly ambitious.
This is the most stable Arsenal has been since Arsenal came to Emirates.
The way they measure outcomes.
Can you say that now?
Yes,
now. And what was Wenger doing? A ghost?
I'm saying this is the most stable Arsenal has been since we came to Emirates.
So Wenger did not stable as Wenger that had the record for the most Champions League appearances. I'm confused now. Arteta's first 4 seasons, Arsenal were not in the Champions League. I'm confused here.
Joseph,
as much as I hate Arsenal, I respect Wenger a lot. I will never disrespect Wenger.
Respect Wenger a lot.
Obviously not.
This is the most stable.
The man built a stadium for you.
You don't get the point. It's like, okay, so 2006 up until 2018-19, Arsenal would buy players on the last day of the transfer window. Then we'll buy a Skilashi that is injured. Arsenal bought a guy that has already fractured his back. A guy that already has vertebral fracture on the last day of the transfer market. As the only transfer market. The only player that we bought, Shay, I don't know if you're laughing. Even I was listening to the medical team. They said they found out during medicals
So whose fault was it? Wenger's
Still
fault?
the player.
Whose fault was
Still
it?
the player. It's my point. Because I was like, is it that the guy deceived them? They were like, during medical, we found out, but it was too late. We can't find another replacement. So we'll be like, it will be fine. It will be
Players right now.
So during medicals, because it was the last day, they found that they had a vertebral fracture. And they know that will be out for at least 2 months. And we're buying a main player for the team. And the guy was injured the whole season.
So you see why Arteta has to stay, because
that's what I'm trying to, like, you're not an Arsenal fan. Arsenal fans,
the problem with that is that was because of the board at Arsenal. You know that when Wenger left as well, right? It wasn't just the managerial change. Everything changed. So
I'm saying this is the most stable. Like, the club is stable in every direction,
and that's not down to Arteta alone. It's also to other factors.
Exactly. I didn't say Arteta alone. I'm saying this is the most stable Arsenal has been. Like, everybody's working in the same synergy. Even if I had one of the technical directors left again yesterday.
Really?
So the club is stable.
Why?
I don't know, but
if he doesn't win the league this season,
he's not going anywhere.
I think he may even step down on his own.
He's not going to
and let someone else try.
So why do you think so?
He's not going to step down.
Because he might just be the nearly man.
Who would he step down?
Huh? He will not step down.
What do you say?
He's the nearly man, but he will not step down.
Why? I say he might just be. I don't know. It's the outcome of this season that will determine that.
Once they are about to win this league again.
All he needs to see. I'm just saying that, like, even I'm saying that, like,
something that is very important.
Or sometimes it may not just be you. Look at Slot. Slot came to Liverpool. He won the league one season. Do you know how close Klopp was from being the nearly man? Before Klopp won that title, they were starting to call him the nearly man. And people have forgotten.
Klopp now.
But he was winning Champions League anyway.
Yeah, but they wanted the Premier League. Benitez won the Champions League for them with Aga and
that Champions League self.
Can say something. I want us to go.
That is nearly man.
I can't believe City will win the league. I want us to go back to that, because
I'm just saying, I still feel like we'll say after this game, I still feel like Arsenal, like, City are not giving me the vibe of we are stable now, we are going for this league run, we are going to win it. They are still a bit shaky, but we shall see. Shall see. I'm hoping.
And if City wins after this game, what happens to the table?
Like, I think this weekend result is, if it's down to 2 points for this weekend result, then it's like, for me right now, I feel that Arsenal still has like 65% chance of winning.
What are we guys saying? Okay, after this game, Arsenal is still on top of the league now.
Yeah. But like 2 points.
2 points. That's what I mean for me. I said game week 33 is the week that decides whether Arsenal, if by that Man City game, so long as I feel like Arsenal is still top of the table, even if it's by 2-3 points, by that after that Man City game, I think the Arsenal would win.
Today, I still think I don't need to wait for game week.
And that's what I've been saying since, like, game week 33 is that game is the most important game for both teams.
Who was telling me today that Slot boys, Pep boys haven't beaten him yet?
I don't get the point.
Pep boys.
People who have trained under Pep, they've struggled to beat him in games.
Oh yeah, me and you were talking about it. Generally,
Arteta has beaten him like 3-4 times already.
Bros, calm down now.
But I think
which 4 or 5 times?
Yes, now
that 5-1 was the only time he won.
We beat him in Community Shield twice.
And
we beat him twice in the
Community.
I'm just saying that, like, you said beating him. I'm being honest with you. FA Cup self. We beat him in FA.
Does Pep really look like the kind of manager that takes the Community Shield seriously?
FA Cup.
Eh?
FA Cup.
Bro, it's 2 wins though. Arteta has only 2 wins.
I'm just saying.
Arteta changed his philosophy because of his losses. He went to buy physical and tall players because of the losses in summer against City.
You count the FA Cup.
You
count the FA Cup in Arteta's first season.
Viewers accurate stats. Guys.
I counted 4 games right now. So you can say in the Premier League, I counted 4 games. 2 Community Shields, 1 FA Cup, 1 Premier League so far.
Has 4 wins.
Yes.
Not five though. 4.
I said yes. I said 3 or 4. 3 or 4. I said 3 or 4.
At 5.
I said 3 or 4.
Oh,
I thought
I
I
said 3 or 4.
am I seeing? Oh, this is
times
oh.
and
Can rewind. I said 3 or 4. So what are you talking about?
okay, his first win was the 2020 FA Cup final.
And beat Liverpool, beat Klopp in the final self.
Okay.
Who?
Arteta FA Cup final.
That was Chelsea. He didn't beat Klopp.
2020 FA Cup.
It was Chelsea.
Who did you play in the finals?
Arsenal played Chelsea.
Okay, maybe quarterfinal, because I know we played Liverpool, we played Man City in that.
You won that game because of an erroneous offside decision. There wasn't VAR. I remember clearly Alexis Sanchez. If there was VAR, you guys.
Think about it this way.
That's when Lampard was manager, right?
That first season.
Yeah, Lampard and Arteta.
FA Cup beat Liverpool.
And he got that job in January. That's the reason why I don't really give.
In December.
That's why I don't really attribute that title to him. He didn't start from the beginning of the season.
He got the job in December, played every FA Cup game, and he won every game.
He did, but you see, Emery was already cooking the team before he collected it.
Just saying that he was the one that played every FA Cup game.
I understand that.
Okay, chill guys. This is the head-to-head. 15 games played. Arteta has 4 wins. There's 3 draws, and Guardiola has 8 wins. So the first win was 2019-2020 FA Cup 2-0, commanding results, I guess, to announce himself into coaching. And then 2020, he lost 2021-2022, lost. Then he won 2023-2024, 1-0 in the Premier League. I wonder what tactics he used in that game. What happened? He beat Pep 1-0. And then last season 2-1. And I think this season is already Premier League. Has Arteta played Pep this season?
1-1.
1-1.
Oh, okay. So maybe it's 3 wins. Oh, I may be wrong.
In the Premier League or overall?
Overall, it's not 4 wins.
Overall, yeah. 4 wins and 3 draws.
And in the Premier League, it is what? Just 1 win, right?
2 wins.
Oh, 2. Okay.
I think I'm 4 draws or so.
Okay. So I guess it's other Peps.
So that stats is a fake stats. No Peps students. Fake stats.
Well,
Let's report down for Maresca.
Yeah.
Maresca barely beats. I don't think Maresca ever beats.
I don't think he beat Pep. He didn't beat Pep.
Just report down for Maresca alone. Please don't add my golden boy to it.
Only 4 wins.
Unless beating Pep is.
I think Liverpool is the only squad team that has Liverpool and Man U are the only teams that have good record against Man City, regardless of the coach.
Chelsea do.
Are you saying Arsenal has a good record against Man City based on these 4 wins?
I'm saying, like I said, there are only 2 clubs that have good record against Man City.
Chelsea have a good record against Man City.
What's the record?
Let's go to.
We haven't. Unless under Dembole, we started losing. But before that, we used to go to Etihad to win.
Who doesn't go to Etihad to win? Who doesn't go to Etihad to win before?
Arsenal went 6. Arsenal went 6 years without winning a game.
Before Man City got money, who doesn't go to Etihad to win?
Yeah, but we are talking under the Pep era now. We are talking under the Pep era, right?
I don't think so.
Under the Pep era, prior to Burnley coming to Chelsea used to beat Man City steady.
At least we beat Man City and won the Champions League, at least under the Pep era.
God bless. When it mattered most.
It matters the most, we did it.
I wasn't even thinking about that. I was just thinking about Premier League.
There's any win that is a commanding win. It's the Champions League, and Chelsea did it, and we did it.
We did it now. You don't know that thing is sent City back like 3-4 years in their development. It's just that now Burnley and Co now have come and sent Chelsea back.
I think that Champions League win. Tuchel was our manager, and I think Tuchel beat Pep. But Tuchel beat Pep.
Tuchel beat Pep. Now we also beat them during COVID. Pulisic, when we needed a must-win game to qualify for Champions League, we beat them as well.
Tuchel owned Pep. I think Tuchel beat Pep like 3 or 4 games.
Trying to look for, but I know that like I've seen it before. Man U and Liverpool are like the top 2. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't know who's 3.
No, Man U definitely, because even in this whole banter era of Man U have been beating City. I mean, Amorim beat City. Like
I don't know, maybe Chelsea is the 3rd, but I know that Man U and Liverpool, and it was like that's the 2 teams that Pep has found difficult to dominate in his time in Premier League. Both of them. Like I think he probably. I don't know about Chelsea.
So Tunde, are you still sticking to Arsenal victory tomorrow? Sheyi? Michael.
It's not even going to be close.
There's no point. Arsenal going to beat Tottenham. Except Tottenham plays 6. I heard they talk at 6-4-0.
Okay, we're talking about anything can happen in football. I'm like, what can happen? It's like anything can happen if the coach decides to play 6-6-0, then
Because he just go full defensive, new coach.
There's nothing Spurs wants to do tomorrow. They are going to collect.
Actually, I don't think
the thing is, like, I'm still kind of like worried about it could be a 0-0 draw kind of game.
No, we are not doing that. Stick to
I'm just talking. Arsenal win. I feel like I'm worried as an Arsenal fan, like as an Arsenal fan, like, but I know that Arsenal is going to win tomorrow. I have a very strong belief they're going to win.
Arsenal don't win tomorrow. I'm very sure about that.
Joseph, if you are right, I need to send you a crate of origin. I'm saying it.
Well, I pray Joseph.
You have been saying this for 3 weeks of how many weeks in a row? How many times you people want me to prove you guys right, wrong?
Joseph, what's your Arsenal? What's your jersey size? Is it medium or large? I can buy you. Now Saka said I go buy for you Saka number 7. I'll send it to you.
Contract. He played the game, he scored, and they still choked. He was telling us to sign a new contract.
Mind the guy.
I mean, Spurs have to win tomorrow's game. Arsenal are nervous.
You like the red one or you like the blue jersey? Just let me know which one. And you have to wait in our podcast. You have to wait. You too.
Why do I don't need to wait?
I'm just saying that you have faith that Arsenal win the league, but you see these two, they have to wait when we win the league.
I had faith. I had faith that Arsenal will win the league, but the problem with Arsenal is you guys are your own problem. You are pulling yourself down. Your fans.
He told me one Ateta's quote today.
Yeah. What did he say? He said, "Oh, love me when I win, love me when I lose, and love me when I draw." Sorry, you are 5 points clear of the table, and you are saying, "Love me when I lose."
It's. I know where it's coming from. Don't worry.
Where is it coming from? Please?
The thing is, like, so the Arsenal fan base in the last 7-8 years of Wenger became very toxic. That even Arsenal playing at home, now like say they play away. So Arsenal playing at home, the fans were really like, and that was what gave back to Arsenal Fan TV. It was an hostile environment.
You have a very good point there. You do. So it makes sense.
Like, so when Ateta came in, Ateta was like, we need to create a fan that is our fan, not our enemy. That was one of it. They removed the Arsenal tunnel. They removed that tunnel. It was more like to create better interaction between the players and the fans. So there was a broken relation between the fans and the players. It's like the fans are like, it's like, imagine you are playing at home. Like say you play against your own enemies.
You blame them.
Arsenal won't be playing well, and the fans are booing Arsenal on the field in a game that is still 0-0. And that was why I said that thing. So he said, and there was a time that he improved with away fans. The away fans were even a lot better than the home fans. So they've been trying to create that. So that was why I said that, love me, don't just love me when I win. That was why I said that, coach. The fan base of Arsenal is toxic. Now I can tell you. Toxic.
But he didn't need to make that statement now. Yeah, I don't see
what toxic and Arsenal fans right now.
Liverpool fan base or United? Who has the most toxic fan base? Liverpool.
I would say United. I would say social media Arsenal fans. Even me.
I think Liverpool fans have a toxic.
No, even me.
I don't think Liverpool fans won't talk that much.
Arsenal fans. And you see, I'll tell you why. Is that you see, when Arsenal, and I think content creation created this problem as well.
Yes, 100%.
When they saw the success of AFTV,
I
was on toxicity. Arsenal fans became more toxic to grow a social media profile. So if I count 20 Arsenal social media pages right now, if Arsenal loses a game, it's as good as a Man U fan abusing Arsenal and rejoicing that Arsenal lost. Like, they are all like that. Very few you find that like fans. So, and AFTV made their money from this toxic. They were doing Wenger must go protest. They were doing all those things. So the fan base of Arsenal on social media was entirely built on toxicity, and that's a problem.
But in a way, it has same.
No, it has not, because it's a case of I saw a petition.
Because Wenger left
in 2021.
I feel like if Chelsea has that energy, maybe Burnley and Co would leave too.
No, you don't get the point. Like, so Chelsea has not gotten to that stage of. So it might be like your welcome to social media content creation was toxicity in the first place. So even Arsenal fans are not used to going online to celebrate the Arsenal one.
And Chelsea cannot never get to that stage because two reasons. Chelsea, to a certain extent, respect every trophy, and we have been winning trophies. Even when we are not playing well, last season we still won Conference League, we still won Club World Cup. Chelsea have maybe max 3 seasons will go without a trophy, max. And I value the FA Cup a lot, but during Prime Wenger, FA Cup was beneath him, League Cup was beneath him. Only wanted to win Champions League and Premier League.
To finish top 4. Top 4 was a trophy.
Top 4 was
that was the structure of the club that time. Like that was the club just wanted.
We can round off with that.
Go. Don't worry, tomorrow.
Arsenal finishes up with the top 4. That's their trophy. And this season, they will finally get a trophy that matters.
I know we are going to win a trophy this season. I don't know which one.
At least they are in 4. But I know you guys wanted the quadruple, so
at least we'll win one.